All right, I'm back. So it's been a little bit of time since I've had an opportunity to talk to everybody and to just make and post a video. It was interesting. One day a couple weeks ago, I was charting and trading, and I started getting dizzy. And then after that, I started getting vertigo. And so it was the weirdest feeling, but that put me down for a couple days. And then every time I look at the charts, I would I would start to get that same feeling again. And it was on the fun ride at Disneyland, but it was nonstop, so I had to stop. I guess I just needed to give my brain a break for a little bit because I'm like I spend a ton of time with these charts at nighttime, and I look through them. I look for every little tiny, minute little detail, and so I think it's just like a muscle I overworked. Um, and so I had to take a little break, and then I'm slowly getting back into it. I tried for a couple times, but I just couldn't do it. But now I seem to be at the point where I can actually do this. So at least in moderation. Today it was a great day. I don't know why. It's one of those weird nuances. I don't understand what the difference is between some of the days when some days are just amazing. I can't do anything wrong. Other days, can't do anything right. Uh, and so I don't know that difference. But today is one of those days where every trade I made, and I made a lot of them, I made a pretty hefty amount of money. Not as much as I didn't, I came close to my 1 day total, um, but didn't quite make a new record. But it was a good day. It was surprisingly. So I'm gonna go through with the charts and show you some of the trades I'm doing and where it's at. Of course, I'm doing the hybrid trade with at the same time, but I'm not gonna show you those. I'm gonna show you primarily uh, this just the crazy Ivan trades and what I tweaked with it. And this is right before my head started not liking me. So here we go. First trade I made 625. I love this trade. It's 2 days on, 1 day off. Friday was a good day. It was surprisingly Friday actually dropped $8, but like most of the world, I wasn't even trading. But this is 625 my time. I am trading 10 contracts, so it was a quick hit. This is how I started my day off. It was a little over $1,000 on this one trade. What I'm looking for on these crazy Ivan trades is the purple line and the brown line. If the purple is below the brown, I'm only taking the crazy Ivans going when price is going up, and reverse side if the price is going down. I'm just looking for the crazy Ivans. Has to be 3 bars and then in. So this one I know is 632. I didn't take this because the timing, but this is an example of where I would have placed a trade. I would have just put a sell order right there, and then hopefully this bar gets it out. It was a 2 bar trade, but didn't get me out there. I came in a little later, and this is a little later in the evening. This doesn't show my actual trades, which would have been actually a lot more fun, but didn't happen. And so it's imperative that I show you these guys. And I'm constantly watching this purple line. So the purple line's on top for these trades right here, and that's why I didn't take this crazy Ivan because I'm looking for sells only. I did place a sell order right there, didn't work out for me. I got out. Same thing with this one too, because I had 3 red bars, and then I placed a sell order on the bottom of these two. Almost didn't work out because it didn't go that direction. This one did. I remember getting this one thinking, oh, great, because this was green for a moment and the right before it turned green. I was like, should I not? But I got in right here. And then when price went down, I'm like, dang it. But luckily it got me out. It spared me. And then I got back in again at 8, at 48.45 right here. Oh, one thing I do want to point out is that this is on a 25-second chart. So not 30-second chart, but 25-second chart. And what I'm looking for again is that if the purple line is below the brown, I'm only taking the buy side and vice versa for the sells. And so, and then if the bars get in the middle of kind of all the lines, these candles get in the middle, I don't take that chart. It's important that you understand, like, I don't take that chart if it goes that way. I just don't want to be there. And so, like this one right here, again, the brown line's on top, so don't want to be in that one. Uh, but the purple line's above here, so again, I'm looking for the sell above the brown. It didn't work out, but that works sometimes. And so I went through a little bit of chop before I get a trade. I did actually take this trade at 710. Purple lines above the brown, so take that trade. So I took that sell. And even though this is a green candle, my entry point was at 66 and change, like 66.50. And then this candle wick got me out. It was a pretty decent candle wick. Let's see, low is 62. So yeah, there was a $4 candle wick at 16 tick. So that was a pretty easy one for me to take. But yeah, I'm just sitting here watching and waiting for three bars and just to get me in and out. So I know I actually took this one as well. It did shoot me in and got me out. I think I made 50 bucks on this one right here. I was pretty active in the 7 o'clock hour. This was an easy one for me to take. Uh, it probably made me one of the most amounts of money on this guy because it got me in at 66 and it shot me all the way down. It went down $6, and so that was nice. $6 times four is 24 ticks. I didn't get all those ticks. I think I got like 16 ticks out of that. And so yeah, it was just an easy day doing this. Three red candles, one, two, three, a green one, and then I just placed the sell order right on the bottom of this guy. Just right click, left click. Still right left. Anyways, I left click that right at the bottom of that candle of the green one, and then everything said that the price can keep going down, which it did. So I was happy about that. That was a great trade. And then it kind of went through a little bit of haziness through here, but I believe I took this trade. Let me see, 726.40. Yep, I took this trade. It got me out. And then I didn't trade anymore after that because I didn't like how the lines and the candles went. I was like, oh, this is chop. So I waited for a little bit. And I came back a little bit later and after some time off, I was back and forth doing different things this morning. It's important that you do that, at least for my head, anyways. For me to chart, the biggest thing I can't do is I can't go back and do research all night long. That's the biggest thing I can't do right now. So I have to just rely on these just two types of trades. I'm staring at my screen right above me, and it's the hybrid trade, and then it's the just just doing the crazy Ivan trade with 25-second chart, following that purple and brown line, and then where it goes. One trade that I was in for the hybrid trade that I bailed out probably about 3 or 4 seconds before it would have caused me issues, but it was jumpy. When it's like hopping up and down, the price hopping up and down, stay away. I can't remember what time that was, but that was not good. I was like, something's wrong here. And what I found out, it was right about an announcement is about to come out. I didn't realize the announcement was going to come out. Announcement came out and it just shot up there. I'm going to show you one more time, which is kind of interesting because how much I like the 625 chart. I just press sell and fingers crossed on it. But there's a 1215 as well. I'm paying attention to. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to pull chart over, and let's get all the way to 1215. Sorry if this shrink a little bit to go faster. There's a noticeable hit, and I'm always watching for these guys, and I don't know if it's going to work out or not, or if it's going to be consistent. Like that 625 chart, 2 days on, 1 day off, just seems like that's just money right there. And I have one account, I just trade that, and that's it. um, just for that one time. Because I figure if I'm wrong one of those days, I'll hit my stop loss. I'll lose about $1,000, but every single day I do that, I make about 1,000. So in the long run, it'll work out. And on the dud days, if I can time the dud days right, I bail out pretty quickly and hopefully don't lose money. So it's working out for me just for that one account. I don't do any other accounts with it. But here's this 1215, and this guy shot up pretty fast, sitting there watching a crazy Ivan trade, and I was late on it. It got rejected. I was like, "You rejected." And then because this candle just shot up so far and so fast, so I'm gonna keep my eye on this 1215 time to see if it works out. Anyway, just want to give you a brief explanation of where I've been. I had a hard time just looking at the charts. Even right now, I'm like, my brain's tired. I don't know if it's still from having a concussion so many times. It's kind of what it feels like, but yet I still could think. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Send me questions if you want to know about just how I trade specifically. But I know that it's also holiday season's coming up, so a lot of people said I'm going to take a few weeks off until after the holidays, which makes sense. So, anyways, all the best to you.